separating cyclohexene from cyclohexanol. So, stage 1 distillation. We want to add concentrated H2SO4 and H3PO4 to a round bottom flask containing the cyclohexanol. Then we want to mix the solution by swirling the flask and add 2 to 3 carborundum boiling chips. And what these do is make the mixture boil more calmly. The mixture should be gently heated to the boiling point of cyclohexene, which in this case is 83 degrees Celsius, using a water bath / electric heater. Chemicals with a boiling point up to 83 degrees Celsius will evaporate, and what will happen is that the warm gas will rise out of the flask and into the condenser. So warm gas will rise out of the flask and into the condenser, and the condenser which has cold water running from the outside. This cold water, so warm gas rises out of the flask into the condenser which has cold water running from the outside, and this will turn it into a liquid. Then the product is then collected in a cooled flask. That's stage 1 distillation. Stage 2 separation. The product collected in the cooled flask will still contain impurities. So we want to transfer the product to a separating funnel, and we want to add water. Transfer the product to a separating funnel, add water to dissolve water-soluble impurities, and therefore we're creating an aqueous solution. We want to allow the mixture to settle into layers, and we want to drain the aqueous lower layer, so the lower layer containing all the water, leaving the impure cyclohexene. Now that's obviously impure, so stage 3 is purification. So we want to drain the cyclohexene into a round bottom flask. We want to add anhydrous calcium chloride, a drying agent, and we want to stopper the flask. So drain cyclohexene into a round bottom flask, add anhydrous calcium chloride drying agent and stopper the flask. Let the mixture dry for at least 20 minutes with occasional swirling. And then we want to distill the mixture one last time as it will still contain a small amount of impurities. So drain the cyclohexene into a round bottom flask, add anhydrous calcium chloride drying agent, and so drain cyclohexene into a round bottom flask, add anhydrous calcium chloride drying agent and stopper the flask. Let the mixture dry for at least 20 minutes with occasional swirling, and then distill the mixture one last time as cyclohexene still contains some impurities.